What is happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. It is early in the morning. I had to get out here and show you guys the new wheels. I originally bought these wheels for the E92 M3 and then I just went to test fit them on the 1M clone, and I knew right then and there they had to stay on the 1M clone because they just look so freaking good. These wheels are the Apex VS5 RSs in Motorsport Gold, which is a new finish that Apex is offering. They look so freaking sick, man. These are not like a bronze or the typical gold that you'll see. They're more comparable to like a Motorsport Gold or even like a Porsche Gold that you see on some of their wheels, but they just look absolutely stunning. The finish is so good. The other cool part about this project is I went ahead and did the rear hub conversion, which allows me to run 10 millimeters more of offset and just a wider wheelbase and larger tires if I want to. So let me show you guys the car with the new wheels, and then we'll talk a little bit about the sizes, the offsets, and my overall thoughts. There we go. These are the VS5 RSs in Motorsport Gold. They look so freaking good, man. I'm in love with these wheels on this car. I just think they're the perfect amount of OEM, but with that motorsport flair and just a little bit of aftermarket hint, but not too much. They're just perfect, just perfect. And this color is just beautiful, man. It's like a champagne. I think it's coming across pretty well on video, but they look amazing. They're stunning. From far away, they kind of look silver, but then you get up close, they're a little bit gold. They have that champagne hint to them, and they just look freaking beautiful. So the wheel sizes, we have 18 by 9.5 in the front with an offset of 22, 18 by 10.5 in the rear with an offset of 22. I'm running the Falken Azeni RT615s, and these are a 265/35 in the front and a 275/35 in the rear. We could definitely go larger. I just had a difficult time finding good sizes for these tires, but these do work for now. I think if I had it my way, I would probably end up bumping that up to like a 295/35, but overall right now looks really, really good. To give you guys an idea of what we did, I ended up doing the rear hub conversion on this car, which allowed me 10 millimeters more of offset and wheel or tire. When I test fitted these wheels onto the car without the rear hub conversion, the wheels actually poked out quite a bit and I would risk hitting the flare at that point. So didn't want to do that. Decided to just go ahead and do the rear hub conversion, which is pretty cool. So I'll leave all the part numbers in the description in order to do the rear hub conversion. But basically we have a F-Series 328 or 535i rear rotor, and we also changed out the rear hub assembly, got a new wheel bearing. It's a pretty straightforward job, but I think it's necessary if you want to run a more aggressive wheel and tire setup in the rear. Nonetheless, I got these in about a week ago, went ahead and ceramic coated them, and yeah, man, I'm just blown away by the color. Originally, I saw my friend Brian over at Keys Motorsports. He had these on his green G80, and they looked so freaking good, man, and he sent me a photo, and I was like, dude, these might look really nice on my E92 M3, because it's got that hint of blue, that blue-black to it. But when I got them in, I was like, I just want to see. Like, I just want to see what they look like on the 1M clone. And the great thing is, with this hub conversion in the rear, now all of my wheel sets can be interchanged between the E92 M3 and the E82, which is freaking cool. I can buy a set of wheels for that car or this car and just swap them back and forth. So yeah, once I threw them on this car, I was like, oh no, they have to stay on this car because they look so freaking good. Might come up with a different wheel set for the E92 M3. So you guys tell me what you think. Are you into them. Man, I think they look stunning. This really gives CS vibes, like an M2 CS, but let's say a 1M CS, I guess you could say, is what we're kind of going for. But I really enjoy the contrast between these lighter wheels and the darker car. With the 513Ms, they're more of like an anthracite finish. They're kind of in between like a dark gray and a silver, which is still not bad at all. I think those wheels look really good. They're actually quite similar to the design of these wheels. These are just much more aggressive, have more concavity, and obviously a bit more pop to them with the contrast. But now that we have the rear hub conversion, we wouldn't really be able to run the 513Ms. I mean, I guess we could, but we would have to run really aggressive spacers to even fill out that rear end, and it would just look kind of silly. At a certain point, I don't like running super massive spacers on these cars. But man, this looks freaking awesome, dude. You guys are gonna have to tell me what you think down below. Are you on board with this setup? I certainly am. These are gonna stay on the car for sure. I think they just sort of make sense for the build. But man, that contrast is something else. They're coming across pretty good on camera, but you have to see these wheels in person. I've had 2 sets of VS5 RSs so far. They're easily one of my favorite wheels, and I just think in terms of what these wheels actually cost and just the value with Apex wheels, it's hard to beat, man. It's really, really hard to beat. And then the next step up is getting like some BBSs, and you're spending $6 grand easily on wheels. So I think the value is really there with a lot of the Apex wheels, and these are fully forged, obviously. I waited 3 months to get these wheels, man. We put the order in, and I was so anxious to get them, and I was dead set on them going on my E92 M3, but man, I don't know. After I saw them on the 1M clone, I was like, no, this is too good. These have to stay on this car. And if I really, really wanted to get another set, I don't think I could run the exact same wheels on the E92 M3. That would be a bit overkill for me. If I wanted to get another set, of course I could, but these look stunning. The tires, Falken Azeni's RT615s are new to me. I've ran the RT660s a couple of times, and these RT615s are actually like pretty cheap and pretty decent. Like they're not bad tires at all. A little bit limited on sizes, but I think that this size for now is gonna be just fine. This isn't like a track car, it's more of a street car, but they have obviously a much more aggressive tread pattern, which just looks freaking sick with the cutouts in this 1M style body. It looks amazing, especially paired up with these wheels. I'm excited to just try them out and see how they hook and handle in the future once you heat them up. But as far as looks are concerned, I love them. I mean, they ride good so far, they look great. Can't really ask for that much more, and they're super affordable. So anyways, I just wanted to show you guys what we're working with now, the VS5 RSs. Man, I think they look freaking stunning. I'm so happy that I decided to put them on this car, and they just work so well on the 1M body. And now it kind of makes me feel like the theme for this car is going to be like a 1M CS. I'd like to build what a 1M CS would have been. So more weight reduction, I suppose. Carbon fiber roof, I guess, would be the move. So I think it's a cool direction for this car, and I'm excited to see what we can do with it in the future. Oh, the other thing I wanted to point out to you guys was that I finally got in the black leather pieces in the rear, which I think actually looks a lot better paired up with the red. I don't know if I'm gonna keep the red on the sides, but I think for now it looks really good. I'm happy with it. A little bit cleaner of a setup. Anyways, huge shout out to the guys over at Apex Race Parts for sending these out. I'm gonna have these wheels linked down below. You gotta try a set of these, man. This is officially my 3rd set of VS5 RSs, and I just love them. They're just so good. They're so OEM, but also just more aggressive than OEM, and they just fit these cars so well. So anyways, appreciate you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think about the new wheels down in the comments. We're gonna wrap this one up. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.